I've used a lot of detailing products over the years. In fact, last year alone, it was over 230 different products. Trust me, I counted. And after all of that, I realized some really important things. So today, I want to break down those 3 lessons and share them with you. Let's get after it. Welcome back, friends. And if this is the first time you're joining us, my name's Eric. I'm a professional detailer in Charleston, South Carolina. And today we're going to talk about the 3 things that I learned while using a ton of detailing products. I've been detailing a long time, and there's a lot that's changed over the years from when I started to now, where it seems like almost every day there's a new brand, there's a new product, there's a version 2, 3, 4 of everything. So it can be confusing. There's a lot of choices, but I fortunately get to try a lot of products, and it's given me some interesting perspective. But I've broken it down into 3 lessons that I've learned over the course of the years that I want to share with you. So let's get into it. Lesson number 1, you can detail with less, but the right product makes everything easier. So I've been detailing for some time, really have been interested in detailing and washing cars since I was a kid. Me and my best friend would wash our family's vehicles, everything to our bikes to even the lawnmowers. So, but in the 80s and early 90s, there was much less. And so for those of you detailers that are older, much less. Or brands like Armor All, reigned supreme. There weren't tons of brands, tons of different niche products. There's, of course, a lot more products now. And I thought a great place to talk about detailing products is when we're doing the wheels and tires. So for wheels and tires specifically, there are a lot of very niche products. You can use tire cleaners, wheel cleaners. I've got car shampoo in my bucket. There's, of course, a ton of different brushes you can use, from fender well brushes, wheel face brushes, tire brushes, and then, some smaller detail brushes. And do you need all of these? Well, no, but having used them, having not used them, I will say that it will greatly change the speed and the efficiency that you can clean wheels and tires, just like all the other niche products when you're washing your vehicle, from nice wash mitts to, of course, pressure washer and things like that. So, all of these products help. You could, of course, get by with much less. There's a lot of all-in-one wheel and tire products like Brake Buster. That's a really popular one that I like myself. It's a higher alkaline wheel and tire product that takes care of both the wheels and the tires. That's great. But if you want some specialized cleaners, like for example, some more specialized wheel cleaners have sodium thioglycolate in there, and that's where you get that bleeding effect or color changing technology like a lot of people talk about. And so that helps you. Oh, my sprayer's not working. And so products like that are going to help you remove iron contaminants on the wheel. That's really helpful, makes your job much easier. And if you have fairly clean wheels, then you might just have to apply the product and rinse off. So like with your tires, if you're trying to take care of the browning, any old dressings, things like that, having a good dedicated tire cleaner, that makes a huge difference. Right now, I've been really enjoying the Armor Detail Supplies wheel cleaner and tire cleaner. That's what I'm using today, and I think those work absolutely amazing, probably the best on the market right now. So I mentioned having good wheel and tire brushes. You could get by with having like a tire brush or a wheel brush and kind of use it for everything. But if you're trying to be efficient, and you're also trying to take care of your investment, your wheels, depending on what kind of wheels you have, if you have gloss black, or even these, which are matte black, and for those of you that have these TRD wheels or just other matte black wheels, they're not my favorite kind of wheels to clean, but having the proper tools for it makes all the difference. So I'm using a combination of different wheel and tire brushes today. Right now I'm actually using the Cyclone Ultra wheel mitt from the Rag Company, and I think using a wheel mitt in the process is a huge help. A lot of times with your wheel face brushes, you can think you get it really good, and then after it's dry, you'll notice a little bit maybe in some of the cracks and crevices. So having something like this, like the Cyclone Ultra wheel mitt, really prevents that from happening. So I'll usually use this and the wheel face brush depending on how dirty the wheels are. This is my vehicle and I maintain it very often. For those of you that watch my videos regularly, you'll see it's featured in the video a lot if I'm not using one of my clients' vehicles. And actually, I filmed, or was planning on filming a video yesterday to do one of my new single brand detail videos with Gian. And I got there, got set up, and I didn't have the SD card. So for my content creator friends out there, I know you know what it's like. Something invariably will happen. You won't have the mic on or won't have an SD card or something. So anyways, we're gonna be filming that Monday with a different vehicle. I also like to use the Detail Factory brushes and a combination of them. So this is their fender well brush, and is just like it sounds. It is for your fender well. And so if you're doing larger vehicles that have, you know, a fairly large fender well, it's nice having something like this. Of course, if you're working on a vehicle that has a smaller opening, you can use this Easy Detail brush. And this is what I was using in the wheelbarrow. It's generally for wheelbarrows, but great for some smaller, fender wells as well. And last but not least, having a good tire brush. This is also by the Detail Factory, and they make a really, really great tire brush. This is the larger one, so it's the perfect size for your mud tires or your all-terrain tires. They also have a smaller one as well, so if you have lower profile tires, it works perfect for that. And lesson 2, method matters more than products, but products amplify good method. Having used a lot of products, like I said, over the years, having detailed with very minimal products, having detailed with more products, what you're gonna find is that good products enhance good technique, but they don't excuse bad technique. So, if you're hoping just to use the best stuff and not use it properly, you're probably still not gonna get a great result. But, if you don't have a lot and you really focus on good techniques, then you are gonna get a great result. Of course, you get that great technique and you apply it with some excellent products, it's gonna make your life a lot easier, and you'll get an even better result. So, I can't say enough about just having great technique, great methods, and then you can go ahead and apply it with some really good products. In this case, we're using Koch Chemi's Nano Magic shampoo, and I really like it for maintenance washes. It applies some protection to the vehicle. It doesn't have a lot of deep cleaning, so if you want a shampoo that does that, there's plenty of those that do that, but this is a great maintenance wash. So I'm really excited because coming up here in about a little over a month are the TRCMAs, which are the rag company's event that they have end of March, beginning of April. It's in Boise at their headquarters, and so I got to go last year since I was a Grand Ambassador the year before, and it's really cool. Like all the different vendors and merchants that they work with are there. It's basically all week long YouTube live on their channel, with all the different vendors and merchants. Like I said, they all do a segment, and it's just really great. It's great getting to, because there are only so many times a year that pretty much the industry gets together, and not that it's the whole industry here, but it's a lot of the industry here, because the rag company works with a lot of folks, and so but yeah, we don't get an opportunity that often to get together. Pretty much you get SEMA, and then there's MTE, and not everyone goes to MTE. I didn't actually go this year, but I did go to SEMA, and I covered that. And if you missed my coverage on SEMA, I'll put that video right here. So yeah, just really looking forward to getting to see everybody, getting to see the rag company crew, and then former Grand Ambassadors and all that stuff. I'll also be vlogging and covering that, so there'll be a video coming out for that, but it's not till, I think it's March 30th through April 4th, so that video will be coming out kind of sometime mid-April. Also, some other exciting news. I've recently teamed up with Viper Chair, so some of you might have seen my recent Viper Chair video. I'll link that over here as well, so you can check that out. But they are an amazing American company, makes super, super overbuilt chairs and detail carts and shop carts and low crawlers and all kinds of things to make your life easier while working in a shop or detailing, or even just, to use in some other applications. But their products are second to none, and I've got some more on the way that I'm gonna be featuring for y'all, demoing, putting them together, unboxing, all that good stuff. So definitely stay tuned for that. So while we're talking about methods, specifically wash methods, what is your favorite method, wash method? I recently did a video about the 2-bucket method. And so, yeah, I was saying the 2-bucket method is kind of dead. People are on to just the 1-bucket method, usually a pre-foam, which we didn't even do this time. We're doing a vehicle that's not very dirty at all. And we just did a straight up foam and bucket wash. But yeah, what is your preferred method? What's your preferred method for a maintenance wash? And if the vehicle is super, super dirty? Let me know that in the comments. All right, y'all, so the way I see it, if you pair a bad method with a good product, you're gonna get, at best, an average result. But if you pair a great method with an okay product, you'll still probably get an above average result. Now, if you pair a really good product and a really good method, that's where you get a really good result. Lesson number 3, there is no best product. Context and use case matter way more than sheer rankings. So depending on the vehicle you're drying, you might want a different towel. This is a pretty high GSM drying towel. It's actually from the Rag Company. It's their M22. They have one in green and then this one's in pink, which I think is pretty awesome. But I like a high GSM drying towel. So depending on what kind of vehicle you're using, you may not want that, right? You may want a lower GSM towel, something that's a little more manageable. So, that's subjective. So saying that this is the best drying towel or that's the best drying towel is probably not the most accurate statement to say. And because there are so many factors beyond just functionality, like color, like I was saying with this being in pink, or there being, certain brands that you might like, that you already buy their car shampoos or their wheel and tire products, right? So you might also just want to get their towels. So brand loyalty, whether you like it, that plays into it as well. And so when people have a favorite product or brand, sometimes it's just really down to those factors. Of course, being a professional detailer and also doing these videos for you guys, I want to have what I think are the best working products. And so, so my opinion might be a little different than someone who's just a home enthusiast, who's looking for maybe the most economical option or something like that. I have been criticized in the comments sometimes for providing suggestions and options that aren't very economical, that they're more expensive. There's lots of range of options with me usually searching for what I think is the best. Oftentimes that does come with a price and can be more expensive. So something to think about. And also, I have heard some of y'all, I will make a video about economical options and some of the cheaper ways of washing your vehicle. So while you're adding protection to the vehicle is another time that it's highly subjective. And so best product is tough to say. I covered it in my protection video, I actually put it right here. But, I talked a lot about that. For example, right now we're applying a product that's, intended to be applied to the vehicle dry, after you wash it, versus there's some protection products that are applied to the vehicle wet and are, activated hydrophobically. In fact, those are some of the products that I like the best because, they're the easiest and quickest to apply. And being a mobile detailer, I'm all about trying to get it done as efficiently and quickly as possible while still, getting an excellent result. So that's great. And there's a lot of great options in that category. You have kind of one of the original ones, Geon Wet Coat. That's been around for a while. In fact, there's a brand new product by Koshimi that's coming out, or is already out in the UK, but is coming to the US very shortly, and that is Wet Gloss. And actually, I was lucky enough to get to test that early. Actually, if you haven't seen that, check out this video right here. I was able to try out both Wet Gloss and Perfect Finish Sealant. And so those are really excellent products, and definitely be excited if you haven't had the chance to try those and you're here in the US. Wet Gloss is most similar to like a wet coat from Geon. It's a silica spray sealant style. And then Perfect Finish Sealant is applied to dry paint. So, it's a little more labor intensive, but you get a little more protection with that. So both very cool products. And so those are an example of a very different application method. It could be someone's favorite, and your favorite could be that the protection lasts longer, or you may like a product like Wet Coat or Wet Gloss because it's much easier to apply. So actually, I wanna know, what's your favorite protection product to use? Or even type. Do you like to use products like this from Yum Cars, the ceramic detailer that's applied to dry paint? Or do you like something like Wet Gloss or Wet Coat that's applied to wet paint? There's another one by Kaushimi, Protector Wax, that I think is really great. It's basically a mineral oil-free wax concentrate. You can apply it in a foam cannon or a pump sprayer, and that gets you sort of kind of like a wax-like sheen, very deep, rich gloss, and some protection that lasts you, several weeks. So that's very cool. So those are the 3 biggest lessons that I learned while using well over 200 different detailing products last year. Now, I want to know, what are some of the things that you've learned while detailing, while trying different products out? Let me know that in the comments. Now up next, YouTube thinks that you should watch this video, so check it out. Hey, and make sure you subscribe. Now get out of here.